Hey, I wanted to give an update on the building. We got an answer this week, and so this whole experience has been quite a journey, and we have been getting prepared. We have sensed that this was the opportunity to get prepared for the future, and so, I mean, all along we have been just doing all that we could to really buy up this opportunity and really explore it. And so, I mean, our staff, we've been just filling up this binder, looking at what is it that it would take to purchase this building. And so, we wrestled through the why. Why would we do this? How would we raise the money? And we have, things on raising money, and we've sought advice from pastors, from our network, pastors from the community who've went from portable to buying a building. We've interacted with folks in the city. We met with the mayor, we met with the city council, city councilmen. We spoke to other, city officials and other nonprofit leaders, and so this whole opportunity has allowed us to build some alliances. We worked on the finances. We were able to move resources from within our cash flow as a congregation towards this, and then had begun to communicate at least with a foundation to secure a backing of a down payment. We've got approved for the major loan for that property. We talked to the city planning department. We've looked at what does it mean to rezone a building, and what does that involve? What would our insurance look like? There's all sorts of things that we've done through this process. And about over a month ago, we submitted our offer, and it was a strong offer. And we've been waiting and waiting and praying and just wondering what's going to happen with this. And all along, we've known that this could be a real possibility, or God may halt the process. And so, middle of this week, I had set up a meeting with Rich Erickson, our broker, and he showed me 5 other locations. And so, there's a packet of different places we've looked at in the city, different parts of town, things over by kind of like by the Sycamore Canyon Box Springs area, and then there was 2 properties over there, and then 3 properties over by Hunter Park, so over near like Chicago and Spruce, and kind of right where the 60 and the 91 come together. And there was also a piece of land that is kind of near Canyon Crest. And so toured 5 buildings, and there was some interest in a couple of them, but raised a lot of questions because those are in different parts of town. And so after looking at those properties, I went back to the Water District building, went to the garden, had lunch in there. I was eating a salad in the garden, kind of praying and thinking through the opportunity, and even the message like I preached on Sunday about, blessed is the man who meditates day and night. He's like a tree planted by streams of water. I'm like in this garden, big trees. We're at the Water District, and I'm thinking, this has got to be it. Like, I think this is a sign. I mean, this is what I just preached on. Like, we're planting ourselves where the water is. And so I'm thinking any time now we're going to get this phone call. And so I go back to the office. I'm having a meeting. And in the middle of my meeting, I get an email saying we got an answer. And the answer was that the sellers decided to sell the property to a government agency. And so they have not accepted our offer. So that's the big news, is we didn't get our offer accepted. And so all along, I've looked at this as an opportunity that it's like the parable of the talents, where you've got a man who has people stewarding different levels of resources of this master. And there's one that's given like 5 bags of gold, in a sense, 2 bags of gold, and 1 bag of gold. And all along I've been seeing, God, you've provided just generously people who are servants, of a heart for others, who take God's word seriously. Also, there's resources that have been flowing into our church this past year that we've been wondering, where are these coming from? Why are these coming in like this at this rate? And so with all of this, I've sensed this is a real opportunity that we needed to go after, like that 5 talent opportunity, and just to see what God may do through that. And we wanted to put everything we could for the sake of the kingdom and what God would want done. And so we went after this, and I really believe we did all we could. And the answer was no. And we've been seeking that the Lord would provide protection along the way, and that if He wanted this for us, that He'd continue to move us in this direction, and if not, that He would shut the door at some point and halt the process. And so it's come to a halt. But from the start, we said, this is it's like a trumpet call preparing us for the future. And so I think we need to get ready for the future. And that's the sense that our congregation had. That was really expressed through that vote in our business meeting. 99% of our members said, let's see if we can get in on this opportunity. And so even though the answer is no, and now we're asking, what now? Should we go and start submitting offers on all these other places? I've got questions, and so I'm praying, and I'm going to be meeting with our advisory team Monday night. And so be praying for us. We're meeting, and then out of that, more than likely, will come more communication with property purchase team that we put together to just explore future possibilities as they come. This search may be very aggravating for us as we go through this, and so, but God's going to bring good through it. And so you can imagine stories in the Bible. It just takes a long time to get places. You can imagine the children, the Israelites, journeying, across, through the Red Sea, and then in the wilderness. Everybody's wanting to get to the Promised Land. It just takes a long time to get there. And the aggravating process that must have been. So we are in a position where our eyes need to stay focused on the Lord and His mission, and so we're gonna stay after it in our current location, and we're praying. We're praying that the Lord would direct and continue to provide, and our momentum is strong, and we want to continue to buy up opportunities as the Lord leads us. And so I'm excited for the future, and I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but our eyes are focused on Him. And so I'm available to discuss this further with any of you that have questions, and so feel free to ask me any that you have by email or on Sunday. And so have a great day and rest of the week, and God is totally in control.